My mother has been introducing herself as a widow for 4 years. My father is alive and lives in Perth. I found out at a dinner party she didn't know I'd be attending. I'd flown in from Melbourne to surprise her for her 60th. My aunt Renee had organized the whole thing, 20 people, catered in the function room above a wine bar. I slipped in late and stood at the back while a woman I didn't recognize was giving a toast. To Diane, the woman said, lifting her glass, who raised her girls alone after losing her husband so young. We don't know how you did it. Everyone drank. My mother pressed a napkin to her eye. I put my glass down without drinking. I caught her in the hallway by the bathrooms. 20 minutes later, Mum, who told those people Dad was dead? She didn't even flinch. Keep your voice down. He called me on Tuesday. He's alive. He's in Perth. I know where your father is, she said. Better than you do. Then why does everyone in that room think he's in the ground? She glanced back toward the door. Because it's simpler. Because I'm not going to stand up in front of my friends and explain that my husband left. A widow gets sympathy. A woman who got left gets questions. So you buried him. I moved on. There's a difference. I should have let it go. A vain, wounded woman rewriting the ending, sad but hers. Except something in the way she wouldn't hold my eyes kept me pulling. How long have you been telling people this? 4 years. Dad left 12 years ago. She turned to go. I stepped in front of her. Why 4 years, Mum? What changed 4 years ago? Nothing changed. Something changed. You went from divorced to widowed. When? Her jaw worked. You're making a scene. When? After the accident, she said. After his accident. It was easier to just say he was never in an accident. She stopped. I'd been on the phone with him Tuesday. He was fine. He'd never been in a hospital in his life. And she'd said it after his accident like it was a fact she'd lived beside for years. Mum, what accident? I don't know what you said after his accident. There was no accident. So what are you talking about? For the first time, she looked frightened. The insurance, she said quietly. The hallway went very cold. What insurance? He had a policy. From when we were married. I was still the beneficiary. He never changed it. The idiot never changed anything. Mum, 4 years ago I filed a claim. She said it fast, like ripping tape. I said he'd died, overseas. A car accident in Thailand. I had a death certificate. You had a what? You can get them. If you know who to ask and you pay. It paid out $140,000. Her voice didn't shake. That was the part that scared me. I paid off this flat. That's how I own it outright. That's how I retired at 56. I stared at her. My father, alive in Perth, calling me on Tuesdays, was legally dead. And my mother had killed him on paper to buy a 2-bedroom flat. They'll find out, I said. He files taxes. He has a Medicare card. They haven't in 4 years. Because nobody's looked. Mum, if he ever needs that policy, the moment anyone cross-references a living man against a paid death claim, then don't give them a reason to look, she said. And she smiled, and it was the worst thing I'd ever seen on her face. You're the only one who knows he's alive, darling. You and me. Your sister thinks he vanished. His family's in Perth, we never speak to them. So really, the only person who could ever start that phone call, she let it hang, is you. That's when I understood the toast. The 60th, flying me in. It wasn't sentiment. She'd wanted me in the room watching everyone mourn a man I'd spoken to 2 days ago, so I'd feel how deep it went, how many people believed it, how much came down if it broke. She was showing me the walls of the house she'd built so I'd be afraid to knock. I took out my phone. What are you doing, she said. Dad gave me a number 4 years ago. For a fraud investigator. He said if I ever noticed money moving strangely to call it. I turned the screen toward her. He knew, Mum. He's known for 4 years. He was waiting for someone on your side to confirm it before he pressed the button. Her face fell open. I'm the confirmation, I said, and I hit call.